If you've watched our channel, you would notice that we have a pit bike.
This is the shit bike.
It's not a 4-stroke though, it's a 2-stroke. I bought this last summer for around 750 bucks, I think it was. And it's held up pretty nice. The only issues I've ever had with it were a gasket, which I thought was actually a blown piston. But no, it was just a gasket. This used to be a black seat with yellow plastics, but I changed it up to white and red because I just love the color combination. I also got the red grips and the red kill switch too. I think it looks good with the bike. The only real problems I have with this bike is that it goes through tires pretty quickly. I just slapped on a new front tire, but it's leaking. I put Fix-A-Flat in it and it really hasn't held up well, so I gotta get a new tube for that. I have a new rear tire for it too, I just haven't put it on yet, but look at that. It's a lot of wear, and I haven't really ridden it much, honestly. This is the old front tire. This thing got really beaten up. If you look right here, some of the knobbies are coming off. I have owned a 4-stroke pit bike before. It was a cheap little SSR, but it was pretty reliable when it came to the engine. The engine was good, but everything else was crap. The suspension sucked. I popped over 10 tires on it. It was just a shit show. Suspension-wise, this bike isn't really that bad. I'm 140 pounds and it still holds up pretty well. As a matter of fact, I've had more problems with the SSR than this. My girlfriend and I did the seat ourselves. It kind of looked bad at first, but we kind of fixed it up a bit. It still has little folds in it, but you know, it's not bad for the first time doing a seat. One time I had a really bad crash and I broke the fuel line because I think a rock pierced it. So what I did is I took a brake bleeder hose, cut it up, put it on, and I haven't had a problem since. It works like a charm. These things have a lot of power. I'm 140 pounds and this thing will still fucking carry me doing 50. I haven't done anything to this bike when it comes to suspension or gearing. If you weigh more than 170, you might want to fiddle with the suspension a bit because it might affect how you ride. It might do some suspension damage, but I have no idea. Keep in mind that these things are pretty loud. I can't ride in my backyard because my neighbors will get all pissy, so I don't want to deal with that. I have some really good trails down the street from my house anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, I've had this bike for about 6 months now, and I recommend getting one if you have the money lying around. Honestly, these things aren't really that hard to maintain. If you do the basic maintenance, change your oil filter, change the gear oil, you'll be fine. Maybe slap a new pair of sneakers on every 6 months and you should be fine. Oh yeah, I forgot to bring one thing up. Another problem I've had with this bike is that the rear brakes are terrible. This is not the stock caliper. This is a caliper from, I think, an 03 RM65. I still have to finagle with the piston so I can get it working, but overall it's nice. So yeah, this is the pit bike, 04 RM/KX65 2-stroke. You can get one of these in good condition for around 700 to 900 bucks. Yeah, so if you like this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.